I would be in heaven to get that. Well, I could build that for myself, and
Exactly.
there's probably 1,000 other dudes that would pay $5 a month to have an app like that I love. So think of it like that. Think of what would you love? What would be something that would make you like, oh, this would be so cool if I had this for myself. And then guess what? There's probably other people out in the world that would want that too. Like if you just look at it like that, oh my gosh, it's crazy what you can do.
Welcome back to Making Money with AI. And today we've got another amazing bombshell. GPTs have just hit as of yesterday at the OpenAI Developers Conference. And what that means for you is you can literally talk to ChatGPT to create your own app, software, or what they're calling GPTs. And all you do is you give it some instructions and it builds it for you. And then you could sell that. And it's crazy. So it's opening up all kinds of opportunities. Today, we want to highlight a version of that is just amazing. Let me share my screen with you really quick here, and we'll show you one version of this that has just been made. And I'm going to start it here at the beginning for you.
So let's break it down before you play this, Dave.
Yeah,
This was just the GPT or Chat GPT. This guy made a tool, made an app, a GPT that basically you in this case you're giving it a video and then it started commenting on the video like a commentator,
yeah,
like a sports commentator.
yeah, crazy. So literally, ChatGPT is watching the video and creating its own commentator narration. This is nuts. Let's watch it.
All like a magician on the field, dodging 1, 2, 3, unstoppable. Look at him go. The crowd is roaring. Can you believe this? He's taken on the whole defense. He's a one-man show, ladies and gentlemen. He shoots. Goal! Messi, Messi, Messi!
I mean,
Unbelievable.
that's crazy. Like I've seen that actual video before, and I remember the guy talking about it. But the thing is, somebody wrote in one of the comments below this, like, oh, do this as a guy with a Spanish accent. Like you could make these little tweaks, make him say goal, like all this kind of stuff. But you can get more like there's so many people that I'm a hockey fan. I talk to Dave about hockey way more than he wants to hear. As a Southern Californian, he's not, Mr. Hockey, but at the same time, like I nerd out on that kind of stuff, right? And
Mhm.
you can see the news, if you will, or the highlights of hockey things. But what if I want something that's like I could go in and feed it hockey fights because I like hockey fights. And then it's
Yeah.
like, this is what happened here. And then you use all kinds of crazy stuff, but I could have like my own personal experience of seeing all the hockey fights that come out for the day. And maybe somebody as a subscription, I might pay for it. It's like, I'll pay you $5 a month to send me all the hockey fights, narrate it, compare those fights to other fights, give it ratings and all this kind of stuff. I would be in heaven to get that. Well, I could build that for myself. And
Exactly.
there's probably 1,000 other dudes that would pay $5 a month to have an app like that I love. So think of it like that. Think of what would you love? What would be something that would make you like, oh, this would be so cool if I had this for myself. And then guess what? There's probably other people out in the world that would want that too. Like if you just look at it like that, oh my gosh, it's crazy what you can do.
Check this out. Okay, I love that idea. And imagine having like a hockey fight Hall of Fame. So you have rankings, right, of the best hockey fights and that kind of thing. But last night, I watch a lot of YouTube, and last night I was watching a high-speed pursuit. I'm a big fan of the high-speed pursuits. Growing up in LA, that's all they have. Like every night, you've got high-speed police chase, right? And so last night I was watching one that it was just silent. It had no narrator and it had no newscaster, right? It was just a silent high-speed pursuit of a motorcycle. And I'm like, man, it's so boring without a narrator. Even though very often these newscasters, they say the dumbest things during these police chases. Okay. They're like, it looks like he's wearing a sleeveless t-shirt. Well, I mean, we're seeing the same thing they're seeing. They're just trying to fill the space. Imagine if you loaded this GPT with all kinds of comedian stuff,
That's right.
comic stuff,
Or
or
swearing, right?
swearing.
You're not going to get that in the news.
You're
But
not
imagine if
limited.
it's like this F bomb this and this is crazy, this crazy MF or here driving. Like I'd be like, damn, like I want to see the news like that, you know?
Imagine
So
that. And now you're repurposing high-speed police chases, but now they're super funny, super entertaining, and super amazing. I watched this one YouTube channel where this guy used to be a police officer, and he narrates on different police actions, right? And whenever they shoot a gun, it makes a quack sound. So it's like whack, whack, whack. And so imagine just having that, but turning it into entertainment. Because I always thought of those police chases like that old movie, The Running Man. You know, that kind of like it was a contest and it was a sport. You know, and I think of it that way. And so just those are just a couple of examples, the examples we've given you. But man, the fact that ChatGPT can watch a video and describe what's happening in the video,
and then describe it the way you want it to,
and then
because maybe
describe it the way you
somebody,
want it to.
yeah, maybe somebody like wants to hate on Messi in that example, and they're like, clowning on him or whatever, or again, like what, how do, not just narrating it to narrate it, but to say, I want it narrated that you love this. I want you to narrate that you hate
Right.
this. I want you to narrate like this is no big deal. I want you to narrate like whatever that is. And then all of a sudden it's like, man, people are going to start picking their favorite AIs, right? So if you
Yep.
start to envision a whole world of, right now when you go to the news in the United States, you pretty much have Fox and CNN, and then you have other ones, but it's like left and right. It's like those are your two choices. Well,
Mhm.
what if you have news and this, like, you know what? I want this news to be only good news. I
Right.
want this news to only be Christian focused. I want this news to only be from whatever, a scientist perspective. And then they're
Right.
taking the news that's out there, video clips that are out there, and then giving the spin of how you have your worldview. I'm just saying, like, a lot of people are like that. They're like, they're with their tribes, right? They're like,
Yep.
everything is liberal, everything is conservative. Okay, well, I'm going to feed that market that. I'm going to give you supercharge the liberal view. I'm going to feed this video supercharge the conservative view. And guess what? I'm getting paid for that. I don't
Yep.
care. I don't care if you're liberal or conservative, but I care that, all right, if people are real passionate about this, let's do it. Let's make Joe Biden look like the greatest guy ever. Let's make Trump look like the greatest guy ever, right? And give them these videos with that slant. There's going to be people that are going to want to pay for that.
Yeah. And so I hope that you're seeing that we are literally just scratching the surface right now with just these three examples. There's so much that's possible. And over the next following weeks and months, we're going to be uncovering those things for you. So be sure you get on our AI newsletter. It's free. And you also get our free ebook called 40 Ways to Make Money with ChatGPT when you do that. And we'll see you next time on Making Money with AI.